Hello everyone, and I'd like to personally welcome you to the Allianz Arena for a match between Bayern Munich and the Boca Juniors here on Pro Evolution Soccer 2014. My name is Music Major, guys. Welcome to my channel. We are just going to do a little bit of a playthrough of Pro Evolution Soccer. Now, if you followed this channel, I am predominantly a FIFA guy. I don't play any other soccer game out there other than FIFA. FIFA is the be-all, end-all. But I've been watching and monitoring a lot of stuff going on with Pro Evolution Soccer, and a couple things have caught my eye initially, which you are seeing right now, which is the Fox engine, which is, if you're familiar with, a product of Hideo Kojima, the video game legend, that you will find many of its games, actually. Let me backtrack, because I'm starting to get ahead of myself. The main game that you'll find him on is the Metal Gear Solid series. So anything that you could think of, that is his main product, at least here in the States. Now, there are plenty of other games that he does make in Japan, but that's that's later on down the road. We'll get there. But Pro Evolution Soccer for a long time has been a rival competitor to FIFA. Now, it's personally, when I get into it, you'll see the gameplay, and I'll let you make your decision yourself. But it's not my cup of tea, but hey, I'm going to try to stay as much down the middle as humanly possible. One of the things that I'd like to mention right now, right off the get-go here, is the presentation. I really enjoyed how the presentation looks. It feels, it's got just that soccer, it captures the essence of match day. Pardon me, guys, this is only one half too, so I was trying to get the controls to where I liked them, to FIFA, because the control scheme actually for it is very different. It's not a traditional one that you're used to. For example, you could see there that the sprint is the right bumper, which is, if you're a FIFA player, it's usually right trigger, or however you have it configured. But everything's a little different, and the, reactions are very odd. I don't want to say odd, because I feel like maybe it was a learning curve that I had with it. But anyway, it's definitely an experience all on its own. It's very free-flowing. I even had my roommate actually sitting in here while I was recording, saying that he gets the vibe that, Pro Evolution was a bit arcade-ish, if you will. Now, I don't feel like that, other than the main thing I didn't like about Pro Evolution was that anytime you passed, it seemed that the ball automatically got sucked into your player's feet, which, if you've played FIFA anytime, you've noticed EA had worked tirelessly to make sure that doesn't happen, and they implemented it in FIFA 13 with first touch control. I didn't like it that much. And Pro Evolution actually worked on something this year. Let me look here. But they worked on something with the physics of the ball. Everything will be on ball. They worked at, how the ball reacts. If you bump, the ball's going to continue going in the same place it was going before a player bumped you. It's very cool, the trajectory. They're actually calling it MAS, which is the Motion Animation Stability System. So that's what they're working. They work to implement real-time physics, but much like when EA did the Infinity Engine when it first came out, it's not up to par. I mean, you still have, if you think about it, with the way Metal Gear Solid 4 played on the PlayStation 3, it was alright. It was a great game. It was meant for that. But you're playing now with the same engine in a football game, which is not the primo move, in my opinion. But other than that, the game looks good at times. From a distance, I didn't think the game could be the best that it could be. Up close, there were a couple good shots. I mean, if you look at it with Bayern Munich, even that goal celebration that you saw shortly thereafter was pretty cool, too. Another thing that's a negative spot for me on this one is that replay system, at least for me, was a little bit troublesome. It kind of ruined the experience to some extent. And I'm not sitting here trying to bash on Pro Evolution. It's a great game. I enjoyed it slightly, I guess. My bottom line to the verdict would be, though, I would not spend $60 on this. I would spend borderline $45. But I think it's a game worth about $30 in my opinion. from the average Joe who does this, as a hobby, it's not worth it. And I'm going to get more into some reasons why. There are a couple club competitions that are present in Pro Evolution Soccer that's not in FIFA, which is cool. You have the Champions League, which is in there. EA can't really call it the Champions League. They have to call it the Champions Cup. You have the Europa League, which I haven't really gotten into the Europa League. I always make the Champions League in my career modes. You have the Super Copa, the Copa Libertadores. I probably screwed that up massively. The Copa Sudamericana, Recopa Sudamericana. Yeah, in the AFC Champions League. But you have a couple leagues that are officially licensed too. You have Liga 1, which is the top league in France. Eredivisie, the Spanish Liga. The Argentina Premier Division, the Chilean Premier Division, and the J-League, which will be exclusive to the Japanese version since Konami puts this out. There are a couple leagues that are partially licensed, and I did not like this at all. The Barclays Premier League with Manchester United is the only team licensed out of the Barclays. Serie A, you have all teams licensed, but the name and the logo of the league are unlicensed. The Primeira Liga, the Portuguese league, is there partially, and so is Brazil. But then you have random clubs that are licensed with RSC Anderlecht, AC Sparta Prague, Copenhagen, Bayern Munich. I can't go down the whole list. I don't have enough time. Olympiacos, FC Schalke, Celtic, stuff like that. You also have a couple stadiums that are listed too. Old Trafford, Wembley, the stadium we're in right now, Allianz Arena, Juventus Stadium, which is beautiful if you've seen any pictures of that. And then there are a couple stadiums that are unlicensed, such as the Emirates in London. Bottom line, guys, getting back to the end portion of this game, if you have to get it, get it. But there are better options out on the market for you. All in all, together, guys, I'm going to rate this game a 6 out of 10. It's not terrible, but it's not the best that your money could buy it. Definitely look at FIFA 14. We will have a demo gameplay coming up on the channel soon. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you later.